Hello, this is David Wales for sprint number 6. I believe I have accomplished everything that was required, so I'll show you first. So, I'll load up my scene, and I have breakpoints to kind of demonstrate everything. So the first thing it does is it sets the current scene. So to begin, it's level 1, is what I called it. So it's the 2 ships and then the cottage. Okay. It appears like I'm lagging a little bit, but I think it should be fine. So everything works, so you can do that. I'll show the terminable dumpster over here. Its objects entered into the dumpster is 4 because there's these 3 objects and then the camera. So right now I have it set up so that when I run over the cottage, it takes care of itself, so it unregisters itself at the terminable dumpster. So removed an element from the dumpster. This still works. And then, if I wanted to escape now, it deletes the manager, the updatable manager, the drawable manager, the alarmable manager. It clears out all of the alarm markers as well, so it deletes those. And then it clears out the timeline. And then the collidable group, it deletes itself. Deletes both of them because there's the ship and the cottage. And then it clears out the group collection and the collidable manager. And then in the terminable manager, it clears the list. And then it's done deleting that scene. And then, it goes to time manager as well because I am now ending the entire game. So it's going out to the ones that aren't just scene specific. So now it's the time manager and then the terminable dumpster. And as you can see, it deleted 3 terminables because remember it registered 4, and then we collided with the cottage, which took care of itself. So then it removed that from the list. So then there was only 3 left. So there's that, and then it's done. So now I'll also demonstrate changing scene. The same thing there. That's current scene, the first one. So objects entered in the dumpster 4. I have it right now set up so if I press 2 it goes to level 2 and 1 goes to level 1. So I just did this in the update since it's just for demonstration purposes. So it sets to level 2, and then it goes here, it detects the change in the current scene versus the next scene. So then it starts this and it does the callback to the scene end, which is just a virtual function in scene. The user can define it or you cannot, it doesn't really matter. And then it deletes the current scene. So then this is the delete current scene portion. So it deletes the updatable manager, drawable manager, alarmable manager, deletes the collisions, and then deletes the collidable manager. And that is it clears the list. So the terminal manager, and then it's done deleting that current scene. So it initializes level 2. And then it's done setting that scene. So then it opens. And this is a different level, as you can see. So now if you look at the terminal dumpster, there's 7 in there, because there's 4 for the original scene, and then there's 3 for the scene, these 2 objects and the camera. And then same thing, if I press escape, deletes all the managers, collidable groups, the collidable manager, terminal manager. It's done deleting that scene, so it moves on to time manager, and then the dumpster, and it deleted 7. As you can see, because I didn't intersect with the cottage, so it didn't take care of itself, so the dumpster took care of it. And I believe that's it for the demonstration portion. So, while I'm in the dumpster, this is pretty much what I did. Just when it's in its destructor, I just set the instance to null. And I deleted the instance in delete, which calls the destructor, and then in here it also clears out, or it deletes all of the active terminables. And in terminables, they are all registered to it on creation. So there's that, and then in the terminable the dumpster, it will sorry, I'm trying to find it. This is register, so it just pushes it onto the list, and then it prints out the same and just for the demonstration. And then if you want to do now unused, as I did in cottage, where in the termination I called now unused, I just removed that terminable from the list, and then I deleted it, because I figured that if it's now unused, I can just call the delete right away, and that way the user doesn't really have to delete it himself. He just has to do the now unused, and then it's done. And then that's what calls the destructor. And then, trying to think what else I have to say here. I think that was pretty much it. All the destructors were called as far as I could tell. I did the load game content here. I took out the camera from the game.cpp. So now it's just defined in here in its own game object. In the game.cpp, I did the load game content. I did the unload game content, context, and then terminate context. So just pretty much what was said in the lecture. And then as far as changing scenes, I just did set current scene, which was pretty much the same as before, except this time I just set the next scene equal to the current scene. That way it wouldn't change right away because they're different. And then set next scene, you just change the next scene to S, and then it would trigger here, and it would do the process of changing the scene. So I think that's it. So have a good one.